Sawadee krap. Welcome to All About Thailand by me. Today I would like to talk about Hua Lamphong train station in Bangkok. The occasion is that it's been announced that the train station is going to be decommissioned on the 23rd of December 2021. So I would like to go through a little bit of the history of the train station because I think it's amazing and it's a really beautiful train station. Also tell you the plans, tell you the news about how is the whole decommissioning thing gonna go on, and also my opinion about the whole thing and my memoirs about the train station. So let's start with a little bit of history about the train station. The train station is opened on the 25th of June in 1916. After 6 years of construction that started in 1910 in the reign of King Chulalongkorn and finished in the reign of King Vajiralongkorn. The site of the railway station was previously occupied by the National Railway Maintenance Center, which moved to Makassar in June 1910. At the nearby site of the previous railway station, a pillar commemorates the inauguration of Tri-Railway Network in 1897. The train station was built in an Italian neo-Renaissance style which decorated wooden roofs and stained glass windows, with the Frankfurt main train station or Hauptbahnhof in Germany as a prototype. The front of the building was designed by two Italians, Mario Tamango and Annibale Rigotti. The train station is an air-conditioned two-story building consisting of two main entrances, 12 platforms, 22 ticket counters and two electric display boards with one mega television screen. Prior to 2020, Hua Lamphong served about 200 trains and approximately 60,000 passengers each day. Since 2004, the train station has been connected by underground passage to the MRT or Metropolitan Rapid Transit subway systems, Hua Lamphong MRT station. The station is also a terminus of the Eastern and Oriental Express luxury trains and the International Express to Malaysia. So, that was the brief history of the train station. You can see the train station serving Bangkok for more than 100 years, exactly 105 years. It's really, really beautiful. I don't know if you've been there. So now the news. The train station is going to be decommissioned, and since the news came out from SRT, State Railway of Thailand, so I'm gonna call them SRT. So SRT came out with the news they're gonna decommission the train station, so it caused outrage in Thailand. I wanted to tell you the list of famous people, politicians, universities and all kind of academics, but the list is so long that I would need a whole new video for that. So let's just say many in Thailand are not happy about the decommissioning of the train station. And so what's going to happen to the train station? The train station, or all the trains, all the remaining trains, going to be moved to Bang Su station, which is in the Chatuchak area of Bangkok. It's now connected with the BTS station, so connection gonna be fine. And Bang Su station, which opened on the 2nd of August in 2021, this year, it's one of the biggest train stations now in Southeast Asia. Also, it has a huge cargo station, which is actually 1.5 km, so a little bit away from the main Bangsu train station. So the cargo station itself is the greatest, the biggest in Asia. So it's going to be really huge, but a bit away from the main train station. Whilst poor Hua Lamphong train station, it had 12 platforms, and it was really limited in size because it's in the heart of the city. It's in the heart of Bangkok. It's really, really great. It's really beautiful. It's really good. It looks really beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen any pictures or if you haven't been there. I will try to display some pictures on the screen. I will. So it's really, really beautiful, but obviously 100 years ago Bangkok wasn't that huge metropolis as it is now. It was big even back in the days, but back in the days 100 years ago, it was huge with its 12 platforms. It could serve basically literally everyone, all the commuters, all kind of traffic within Thailand or internationally. So now this thing is going to be finished, and so let's see what's going to happen to the train station, and I'm going to read it for you now. So it's going to undergone in a commercial development which is expected to bring 800 billion baht over 30 years. So I would like to stop for a second here. SRT, so the State Railway of Thailand, is in, I believe, over 600 billion baht debts. I believe it's a huge money everywhere in the world. Imagine the size, the country with the population about the same as the UK, the United Kingdom. So in the United Kingdom, it would mean that the state railway would be in like at least 15 British pound billion, 15 billion pounds debt. It's huge, and in the numbers of the US, it would be with the same amount of people, would be at least over $20 billion American dollars. But looking at the size of the US, it would be over $100 billion. So it's really huge debt. And don't ask me how can a state company goes to that far in debts, but it would be a different video indeed. So let's go back to Hua Lamphong Station. So, and the plans. It's going to undergo in commercial development, and it's expected to bring 800 billion baht over 30 years. Don't ask me how. 800 billion baht, again, it's an enormous amount of money. I don't know what could bring that amount of money, but let's go ahead. So the subsidiary of the SRT called SRT Asset will carry out the commercial development of Hua Lamphong Station, and will also handle the redevelopment of other plots belonging to the SRT, including Thonburi Station, Manam Station, and the Royal City Avenue. So this company, this SRT Asset, going to basically do the commercial development of these places, whatever it means. So I would like to go, what are the plans? It's going to be plan A, plan B, plan C. And plan A, the train station, Hua Lamphong train station, sadly going to be demolished. Plan B, it's going to be kept as a commercial ground, and people say it's going to be entirely a museum. I don't know how the museum would bring 800 billion baht again. So plan C is going to remain as it is, go back to normal. So plan C, no, it's out already. Something is going to happen. And plan A, to demolish the whole train station, I think it would be outrageous, even for Thai people. I don't think that would happen, or that's going to happen. Demolishing the building, I don't know, it would be just tragic, really tragic, historically, architectural reasons. So it's going to be remain as a building. I don't know how much, at least the front or the outer perimeters of the building. And the interior, well, people say it's going to be a museum, a big museum. No, it's going to be a shopping mall, or I don't know, office building. Definitely not going to stay as a museum, or people said it's going to be an educational center. Well, to give a bone, so to give something to the people, there's going to be a tiny educational center. There's going to be a tiny railway museum, and most of the building or the area, the plot, because basically it's a very valuable land in the middle of Bangkok, in the center of Bangkok. So it's going to be turned to a shopping mall slash hotel slash office buildings. That's my prediction. I hope I'm gonna be wrong and everything remain as it is, but sadly the trains, as you heard, the train service is already reduced and moved to Bang Sue Station. Many people, got really upset. Imagine the commuters, and it's not just that, like, the history of the whole building, my God, it's more than 100 years old, and I've been there many times, and not just traveling. That was my very first travel in Thailand. I went from Hua Lamphong, so from Bangkok to Ayutthaya, and from Ayutthaya to Chiang Mai. I went down, also used the southern road to Phuket. When I wanted to go to Phuket, Hua Hin. It's really amazing. And also it happened, I just wanted to sit down at the train station. I wasn't traveling anywhere. I walked there. I always walk to Hua Lamphong from the Grand Palace, from Sukhumvit Road. I got lost many times. So it was amazing to sit down. They had a Black Canyon cafe. They had a few cafes, but I usually sat down at Black Canyon Cafe. It was on the terrace on the first floor, or balcony, on the side balcony, and I was just staring at people passing by. It was very busy, and also very cheap stalls were in the middle, in the center of the whole building. Some cheap clothes you could buy, or books. There was a beautiful bookstall, quite a huge one, and I've bought a few books over there during the years. They were very cheap and very good, and I have to admit I haven't read any of them. But you know, I just wanted to buy something, wanted to support those sellers over there back in the days. So it's all going to be gone, and the piece of Bangkok, a piece of history, going to gone forever. So for me, and I believe for many Thais and many foreigners as well, Hua Lamphong Station has a sentimental value, and I don't think it should ever got decommissioned. On the other hand, like, we have to follow times, and we have to, I don't know, this is the 21st century now, we can improve, I guess, and it was all in the air, so since a while. So now one era gonna finish with this. And what else I wanted to say? So basically, it wasn't about the money officially for the state railway. It was about level crossings through Bangkok. So it's true, level crossings caused a bit of traffic jam every time a train passed through. So imagine level crossings are, so there was no over walks or road or a bridge above the rail track. So there was only a level crossing everywhere. So whenever a train passed through, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after, so altogether for at least 10 minutes, the traffic stopped completely, and it made a lot of people with cars, with vehicles upset, obviously, and caused quite a few accidents in the past. So that's being promised to be finished now, but sadly the reason is going to be finished because the train station going to be decommissioned. And the other thing, the cargo. So meanwhile, the cargo services will be delivered to Chiang Rak Noi Station in Ayutthaya. Yes, you heard it right. Going to be delivered 80 plus km away from the original destination. So how are they going to carry that out, or how the logistics going to be, even if it's temporarily only, I have no idea. One thing I wanted to mention, yes, so at the train station you can see a very nice classy JNR class C56 train, and this is one of a kind, almost like one of a kind. So the class C56 is a steam locomotive built by the Japanese government railways from 1935 to 1939 and later operated by Japanese National Railways, or GNR. They were numbered C56-1 to C56-164. So because only 164 was built, it's absolutely amazing, and Japan distributed all around Asia when they started to occupy territories in Southeast Asia. And one of them got into Thailand, and they preserved the train. So you can still see that the little train, and probably you can see the train. Even whatever gonna happen, the train gonna be moved or somehow recovered, and it's not going to disappear. But really beautiful. It was really beautiful sight, worth to visit. And the designer of the train, I would like to mention, designed by Hideo Shima, And if you know that he was the main brain behind the first bullet trains, or called Shinkansen trains in Japan. So again, piece of history over there at Hua Lamphong Station. So I think I told you everything I wanted about the train station. If I missed out something, you can leave me a comment, and please leave me a comment, because nobody's really leaving comments on my videos. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. And also I want to say, if you have any idea for me future videos, just let me know. And as always, thank you so much for watching. ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ